Hello student. Last video or in previous video we discussed about the why the water is very important, right? As we know, water can be considered as a wonder liquid, right? So that means there should be a pure water, or we should maintain the quality of water by avoiding so many things to throw right inside the water. So keeping in mind, so we are going to discuss the what are the reasons behind the water pollution and how we can avoid, what will be the effect of water pollution on aquatic life, right? So now we are going to discuss about the water pollution. As I know, you might have learned in lower classes, but still it is very important, right? So water pollution, it can be done, as you know, right? Water body, it dissolve, right? It dissolve many fertilizers, pesticides, right? It dissolve pesticides. Many industries, right? Many industries, they work and whatever the raw material, it may be a chemical, it may be a like a metal or any other influences. Influent means the bad liquid, we can say the dirty liquid from the or waste material from the industries. Industries also throw, right, or turn the industrial waste into the water, right, into the water. As you know, the farmer, they use the fertilizers and pesticides for their crop production, right? If they are not using or they will not use the fertilizer, so there will not be a good crop condition. For that purpose, they must use the fertilizers. Of course, many farmers, they use the farmyard, means the compost fertilizers. In that, there will not be like a mixing of chemicals from the industries. So we can produce, we can develop in the field or at home by using the cow dung and waste material from the field or the farms, right? Again, they have to use the pesticide in order to kill the pest. Whatever the disease attacked on the crop, at that time also farmers, they use the pesticide in order to kill the pest, right? So now, by using the fertilizers and the pesticides, as if we are providing the fertilizer, for example, this is our land, right? So if we are growing the crop, right? If we are growing the crop, so we cannot say that, for example, this is our field. If we are providing the fertilizer here, okay, here and here also, at the base of plant. So can we say that, for example, here 10 gram of fertilizer we have given to a one plant, right? Again here will be the 10 gram, right? Can we say that complete 10 gram will be absorbed by the particular plant or this plant or this? No, because whenever we provide the fertilizer, especially in rainy season, or even we irrigate manually, at that time it dissolves with water or it remains in the soil, and whenever the rain fall, at that time it dissolves with the water, and from the land it will go to the river, right? It will go to the river. The same thing will happen for the pesticide also. It will dissolve in the water, or it may go to the river or small dam also, right? Again, many industries, as I said, the 10 gram will not absorbed by the plant, so remaining fertilizer will dissolve in the water and will get mixed with the water, and again it will reach up to the river and it will make the dirty water, that is called as a water pollution, right? Again, as we have seen many industries, they throw their industrial waste in the river, right? It may be a chemical, it may be a metal, or it may be another waste. Generally they don't burn, but generally they throw in the river, right? That means not indirectly, but they are directly making the water pollution. They are directly making to the water pollution, right? Many even in the small villages also, they do not use a proper sanitation. They do not use a proper sanitation. Generally, from that particular village or town also, there is a chances to make the water pollution, right? To make the water pollution. In this case, we must avoid to use the fertilizer, or maybe we can reduce the application of fertilizers and pesticide by replacing or by using some compost fertilizer and eco-friendly pesticide, right? So that we can avoid the water pollution directly or indirectly, right? Again, we have to manage the waste from the industries. We should not throw the industrial waste into the water. By using this kind of things, we can avoid the water pollution. We can avoid the water pollution. So depending upon this what condition of the water pollution, so there are many consequences or there are many problems on the aquatic life. There will be the many problems on the aquatic life, right? Because they are living in the water. They are living in the water like frogs, snake, fish, and other so many animals. They are aquatic and they must live in the water, right? So we can discuss like there are three consequences. Generally, there are three consequences. As we are using, these farmers are using fertilizer, pesticide, even industrialists, they are throwing the waste, industrial waste in the water body, so they are making the water pollution. That means here the water will be unsafe for drinking. Even if we are not drinking, then also it will be unsafe for aquatic animals, right? Aquatic animals. Directly their life will be in danger if this kind of chemicals will dissolve in the water, right? So what are the bacteria? If there is a unsafe water or dirty water, that means the bacteria which is responsible to cause the waterborne diseases, for example cholera. So this disease may cause from particular water to the human being. This disease, that is cholera, is a waterborne disease, may cause to the human beings from particular or dirty water, right? This is the first consequences or problem arise with the water pollution, right? Now the second, as for example, as I said, this is a river, right? This is a river. So as we know, there are many fish, right? There are many other organisms also, frogs, snake, right? So how they are surviving without oxygen? No, they acquire oxygen, but whatever the oxygen will dissolve in the water, they take the oxygen, dissolve oxygen from the water, and they live their life under the water, right? But what will happen if this water will become a dirty, right? This water become a dirty, or there will be the thick layer of pollutant. Pollutant means fertilizer, pesticide, waste material, any kind of waste material that can be act as a pollutant. So if there is a thick layer or dirty water, what will happen? Whatever the oxygen dissolve from the atmosphere, it will not dissolve in optimum condition into the water. Due to that, whatever the oxygen need for this animal or aquatic animal, it will be depleted or decreased, right? There is a chances to decrease the oxygen level in the water. So this decreased oxygen level in the water will damage or disturb the life of aquatic animals. Due to that, many animals or aquatic animal may die because of the lack of sufficient amount of oxygen, right? So it means it can reduce the level of dissolved oxygen, right? Dissolved oxygen into the water body, into the water. Also it can reduce the nutrient level, right? It can also reduce the nutrient level in the aquatic for organisms, right? Why? Because there is a dirty water, what is the polluted water, so it may influence in the nutrient level also, right? In the nutrient level also, right? Many times the change in temperature, right? Sudden change or change in temperature. The change in temperature, as you know, in general routine life, it has a steady condition. Due to that, the animals are acclimatized or adapted to the particular condition, and they are circulate their life regularly, as they have to lay the eggs, right? They have to lay the eggs for the next generation. So, but what will happen if there is a change in temperature? Due to this change in temperature, these aquatic animals will or may influence their life process may change, and it will be affect on their breeding, right? It will be affect on their breeding, so that the number of animals in the particular polluted water will be less. Why? Because of the water pollution. Because if there is a water pollution, so the sufficient amount of light, right? The sufficient amount of light will not reach from the sun to the aquatic animals. It will directly affect on their breeding, and the number of animals will reduce from the particular polluted water. So these are some consequences, or these are some side effects of water pollution. For that purpose, we must clean our water or dam or river, or we should avoid the throwing or mixing of like chemicals, pesticides, fertilizers, right? Again, we have to use we should manage the industrial waste, so that we can avoid the water pollution. These are some consequences happen due to the water pollution. We may suffer from the disease like cholera, right? Again, the level of the dissolved oxygen and the nutrient may decrease due to the water pollution. Again, it may change in the temperature, and it will directly affect on the breeding of the aquatic animals, right? So these are the problems occurred by the water pollution. I hope this is very simple and clear for all of you. Still, if you need any clarification, so let me know. Thank you.